too.
Did you?
Yeah, we're open.
Call the meeting to order. Everybody would stand for the invocation, pledge of allegiance.
Everyone bow your head, please. Bow your head, please. Most gracious Heavenly Father, for this time you've allowed us to come together here today. We pray that you would guide us as we try to conduct this city's business. We pray that you would give us direction and wisdom, Father, as we try to do things that would bring honor and glory to you, Father, but benefit this city and the citizens thereof. Father, we just ask that you would guide all of our actions, thoughts, and everything that we do here today. We ask everything in the precious name of Jesus, the only name that's worthy. Amen.
Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Let's see. Roll call to establish quorum.
Who's here?
Three's here.
Donald is on the phone.
At-large is here.
4's here.
5's here. 6 present.
All right, everybody's here. Do we have no public hearings? Do we, any amendments to municipal document? Docket? Courtney, do we have anybody sign in?
I'll go get it. I didn't see anybody.
Good to Martin.
Doesn't mean.
You want to approve the docket before we
Oh, I
go
gotta
to
see.
public comments?
Oh, hang on a second. Do we have any amendments to the municipal docket? Anybody got anything they want to add or take off? Nobody?
No public comments,
All
no,
right.
sir.
Can I get a motion to approve the municipal docket?
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Do we have any, do we have any public comments? We don't have any.
Yes, sir.
No public comments? All right, we have a few, let's see, the first one is under announcements, presentations, and proclamations. The resignation of Ron Gross, he's not here. We're going to table that to a meeting when he can be here so that we can recognize him. Let's see, there's a proclamation for
Vitiligo Awareness Month.
Vitiligo Awareness Month. Can I get a motion to accept that proclamation?
Motion.
Motion is second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is, we have a proclamation for Mississippi Flood Awareness Week, June 15th through the 18th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Next one is approve the minutes of the Mayor and Board of Aldermen, June 2nd, both the regular and executive. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next one is the June 9th work session. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Motion.
Got a motion, a second by Donald. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next one is the Planning Commission minutes of June 11th. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Second, any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, just so we're 100% sure of what we're approving on the application for certificate of re-subdivision for Mr. English, the actual application says 4 parcels combined into 1, but the letter from Overstreet at the end says 4 into 2.
Yep.
So is that a discrepancy, or which are we approving?
Hey, I saw kind of what you did. Is it 1 or is it going to be 2?
Man, you're saying 1, supposed to be 1. Okay.
I thought it might
I'm
have been a
sorry, I do
typo.
not have that letter in front of me right now.
Okay. So,
I got a copy of it if you want to see it.
yeah, because here's what we'll do. We're going to consider one, well,
It would be into two parts.
I thought it was 4 into 1, is what I thought it was.
yeah, that's the way I read it too.
Consolidate
Thought
four,
is that it would be,
consolidate four parcels into one. That's the existing.
Jim?
This is proposed.
Jimmy,
Yeah.
Same though, the only thing that's.
is there
changing
somebody from the planning commission in the audience that might be able to tell us?
Mike, you were the only one here, huh?
parcels, and then there's one.
It was
parcel
in-
one, and
So it's a typo.
two. Yes, it's two parcels.
Mike's saying
Thought
one.
he wanted to put it into one.
The plat shows two parcels.
All right, can
I
we
mean,
do
his
this?
letter-
Can we remove that and table it until we get clarification?
His letter says his app says four parcels into one, but it looks like on the proposed, it looks like it's broken into two parcels.
You want to look at it?
Definitely broke into two on that.
And here's what he's doing. He's got, there is 1, 2, 3, 4 parcels that are all becoming one, but all of this is part of the subdivision as well. So it's really about 6 parcels into 2, not really, overall, it's about 6 parcels that are all being combined to become 2.
We need to table it until we.
Well, all right, so what, and I know what you're saying, the 4 parcels that he is talking about is going to be one parcel.
But there's another.
But you're gonna have a remaining another parcel.
Correct. Right,
That he's not doing anything with.
right.
So if y'all aren't, I mean, what's the pleasure of the board? Because either we're gonna put the 4 into 1, which is what he asked for, which is what the planning commission approved. We can make the motion that we approve the 4 into 1 pending, looking into it to assure that that's the intent of the planning commission. Yeah, he has multiple parcels there. He's just talking about 4 of them. If you read the description,
He's still breaking it into two.
He's modified the shape of this parcel. This eastern parcel, I think that's east, is no longer shaped like this anymore, so it gets changed as well. There's 2 distinct parcels that did not exist before. At least per the plat drawing that he's submitted there.
I'll make a substitute motion that we approve everything except,
that's the only thing we got to approve, because the other
Yeah.
one was tabled.
yeah. So I table it until we get clarification from the zoning and planning board.
I'll second his motion.
Got a motion, second, any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion
Aye.
carries. That's fine. I'd rather get it right than have to go
Oh,
back.
yeah.
and check.
Mike, did you hear his motion?
We're gonna table it until we get clarification from,
All right, can I get a motion to approve the docket of claims 061626?
So moved.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. The next one is request additional headstones on single plot. I know Mr. Kelly's not here tonight.
Mr. Mayor, if you don't mind, I've been interacting with Emma, who's obviously not here tonight, with regards to that, in conjunction with council. We agree that some verbiage needs to be added for clarity, and we are working on that, and hopefully we'll have that within 2 weeks. But his request is not unfounded. For clarity, we need to go ahead and clear some
All right,
things
so
up.
we're going to leave this under unfinished business, so action taken till the next meeting. Next one is, we got quotes for overlay of Jeff Davis Avenue. I think y'all can all see that, the figures there. I think we only asked for a quote. Type, so is there any action needed to be taken there? Got the
Mr.
information.
Mayor, I'll make a motion that we put this on our list for the, upcoming paving season to get this done.
Okay,
Second.
so we got a motion to put it on
Which option?
20, the paving for in this year, 2026, or under the 2027 budget to pay?
Donald?
Well, 2027, because we're coming up on the renewal.
Right.
What option are you wanting to put on there, from Second Street to
Well,
Fourth Street, or the
I
entirety?
think just because we're putting it off today, I think we have it on the list and we don't actually pick an option yet.
Okay.
I think we visited at the time that we're ready to write the checks.
And I think it would make more sense if it aligned with when we do railroad, which is around the same time.
Yeah, I agree. I think if we're gonna do it, we do all of
All
it.
right, so this is only informational, so no action needed on that one. Well, there is an action. He wanted to put it on the 2027 road paving list. So we got a motion to put it on, that was your motion, Donald?
Correct. And I'll
Yes,
second.
sir.
Got a second? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Next one is, let's see, let me catch back up where we're at. New business, cruising, show and shine, live music contract for October 5th.
I move.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? All in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion carries. Proposed lease agreement, Bellamar Development. I would recommend a motion to go into executive session to talk about the details of the lease.
Motion.
If you would, Mayor.
All right, we got a motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Do we want to do that now, Mayor, or wait till?
I suggest there are quite a few sections of this first proposal that the board should consider, and I have quite a few notes and notations. You might want to put it, the executive session at the end, because it could be lengthy.
All right, so let's move that proposed lease to the end of the agenda. Okay, we'll pick it back up as our last item. Moving along, the next one is a request fee waiver for the rec center for Good Shepherd's Church.
Motion.
We got a motion, second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Aye.
Okay, motion carries. Next one is the departmental business under the mayor's office. Dave and I has been kind of working on what we're going for as far as grants in the future. David, if you would, just kind of summarize.
Absolutely. As the mayor said, through a couple meetings, we've landed on what we believe to be some good project applications for some upcoming funding. One of which is already on the agenda tonight, Tidelands, but we can hash that out too if you want. But the first one is Gulf Coast Restoration Funds. I think the mayor is seeking to request $2 million for that, which will ultimately help fund the local share of some of these intersection projects that we're currently looking at on Klondike Road. You've got Klondike and 28th Street that's really unfunded as far as the city is concerned right now at all. And then Klondike and Commission, which you do have a local share for, and I think you're pointed at doing that one, but having a funding application there would help fund those projects. Go Mesa, there are 3 ideas there. Is a $1 million request for the Jeff Davis Gateway Phase 3, the beach pavilions and stuff there to finish out that project, hopefully. And then a $2.5 million request for the Troutman Bayou Beach outfall. We've applied for this before, never have been selected for it, but we've heard from DMR that it's a good-looking project. And then another $2.5 million proposed for the beach seawall walkway, which would be to kind of expand that walkway on top of the seawall, similar to what's been done in some of our neighboring cities. And then not on the agenda tonight, but nailing through it again here, $750,000 request for Tidelands for 3 projects. One, the construction of the Jeff Davis Gateway Phase 3 beach pavilions. If we have any local share, we'll be able to use Tidelands for that. And then the second item for that $750,000 is as matching and local share of the continued and ongoing harbor projects that we have. And then the third would be outfitting the northwest bulkhead pier for charter boats. You know, perhaps covers, slip covers, and other kinds of things that'll make that useful for charter boats. Those are the ideas that we've plowed through, and I guess we do know that funding applications are coming soon, so we'll be needing to assemble these and get them submitted.
Just really wanted to inform y'all as to the direction we're going to try to go after grants. Remember that we already have the 2.5 for the West Jetty. We got the 2.5 for the northwest bulkhead. Now, keep in mind that northwest bulkhead does not include right in front of the yacht club. So it's really outside the bounds. On the east side, you got Parishes, which is bulkheaded. Then right there where the yacht club is will not be, and then we'll pick back up at the property line back towards Steve to the seawall.
App somehow.
Yep.
Do we need to have work session on some of these grants, or is that something that?
Well, I mean, that's what unless you got other projects that you want to do.
Well, like with roads, GCRF isn't gonna, I think that's kind of outside the scope of.
No, the GCRF is the north-south corridor.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so that is one of those transformative type projects that GCRF asked for. So, and, you know, we did apply for the $4 million to the Restore Act, which is in the process now. I think the committee's meeting tomorrow. We should get a results to see if we pass that first phase. From there, it goes to the governor to look at. So that's where we're at on that one. And then we're also working on the 16.8 million Beatline Express to move it over there to supplement that particular project. So that's kind of giving you your GCRF and your Restore. And the Go Mesa was the beach seawall walkway. We talked to General Spraggins. He's big on that walkway, trying to get it to go from one end of the beach to the other. So we're feeling pretty good there. The Troutman Bayou Beach outfall, there's a lot of damage that's currently on that outfall, on that Troutman. It may be a good time for them to come in and do the replacement. We hadn't been able to go after these type things before because everything we went after was towards the harbor. These are some of the outfall projects that other cities have gotten advantage of. So we want to jump in and try to get some of.
Can we get a
some of
list
ours.
with some information on them?
Like this?
Well, a little bit more detailed than
Yeah.
just what they are.
Yeah, so let's do that, Dave, and David, and then let us know soon because we're getting
Yeah.
close to the time frame. So we'll ask David to give you a few more details on this.
On these grants, they're usually matching funds, 20%. Where are we getting the 20%
So
funds?
on Go Mesa and Tidelands, there's no match. That's 100%.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
those are the two that are 100%. GCRF for the 2 million, we will have a match,
Yep, and so we don't know where that money's coming from yet.
not as of yet.
Okay,
No, and that's going to be in the 2027 timeframe. Yeah, so if we get it, great. We'll have to find a match
Okay.
to come up with it.
all right.
But that'll be a big portion of that, so. All right, so we'll get y'all a list of a little more detail, and y'all come back and if there's something that we're missing that y'all want to see, let us know. And we'll certainly share it with everybody, and we'll consider if we want to change on that. Okay, so now we're going into personnel. The Water Department has one retirement. Can I get a motion to accept that retirement?
Motion.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. Police Department, we have resignations, looks like 2 full-time officers and one is out on military active duty.
Mr. Mayor, just a discussion on that. I know the chief's not here tonight, but I keep mentioning about the paperwork that we get being dated after the fact. And every time I bring this up, I'm told that we're going to keep
Yep.
our eye on that in the future and everything. And it seems like it's just a reoccurring event. Last time I inquired about this, they said it was an emergency. And I'm,
Because of the military guy.
because of the military, I mean, if the military's calling up these people overnight I understand that, but I just want to make sure that our paperwork is, if it's not, doesn't designate it an emergency, the paperwork needs to be
Yep.
descriptive of what's going on, so we can make sure that we're covered from a procedural standpoint.
Yeah, I
Thank you.
think we made that pretty clear.
Yeah, but I keep having to make the same point.
And he explained this particular one.
Yeah.
The last time.
I think this is a different one. The other one was for Officer Rapier, this is for Officer Duncan.
Okay.
There's two different ones, two different instances, okay?
All right.
All right.
We'll do it. Bet. All right, so, all in favor of the police department?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Can we get a motion in a second?
Oh, motion to accept.
Second.
Thank you.
In a second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Fire department, one-step increase.
So moved.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second, any discussion? Second by Donald. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Under city clerk, y'all got your revenue expense report for May. We're getting very close to having confidence, total confidence in it. Michelle, the new comptroller, is doing good. She's catching up, so I still hadn't looked totally through it, but I think it's in pretty good shape.
I've looked at it pretty closely. There's some questions that I had, but I understand our situation with our new comptroller, so I'll kind of table that
Well, and I'll
until
tell
she gets
you-
her feet under, but
Yeah.
there's
and
some numbers in there that I think, jump out at me, and we'll just.
Share those concerns with me, because it could very well be something that wasn't updated
Yeah,
properly.
and we're looking good in a lot of areas, but some of them need some attention that we need to look at, so thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime y'all have any questions about it, please bring it up, and we'll look into it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, got anything from the fire department?
No, sir, not to add.
Police department, they're not here. Okay, engineering, David.
Tonight, we've got the, the transportation master plan, which is really in accordance with what we talked about in the work session, just recommending that you guys adopt that. And then we've got some next step action items that will need to be taken by the city.
All right,
And including perhaps tonight, if you want to appoint, I think that was what y'all talked about in the work session, is to reappoint or appoint a new ADA coordinator. And it's got to be a city employee.
And I think we said it was going to be Mike. Yep, that's what we talked about.
For
You up to it?
Yeah. Make a motion to appoint Mike as
I'll make-
ADA
I'll
coordinator.
second it.
We got a motion,
I'll
second.
second
Any
it.
discussion? Not from you, Mike. You're going to be it. All in favor?
just,
Yeah, go ahead.
The plan, right, is what we're.
No, right now, we're part of, before we do this, part of that accepting the plan was to have this person in place. Yes, sir.
David, was it also on tonight suggested that they adopt the approval of the grievance form, or is that just part of the master plan?
It is in the master plan as
Okay.
part of what we.
It doesn't need to be approved
It
separately.
doesn't have to be approved separate, but we will need to publish that on the website and publish the
Gotcha.
plan on the website as well.
That's fine, thank you.
which means we need to adopt it tonight. Is that what you're saying, based on what I recollect from the work session?
Yes, sir. So the whole,
Mr. Mayor,
We do need to
Adopt the,
adopt it.
it's
I'll add
required
that
for
my
us
motion
to get funded.
Appoint Mike
Right.
and adopt.
So he's going to make a adjustment to the motion to appoint Mike and approve the transportation plan in one motion.
Right.
Is that good?
Second, yes.
discussion.
Discussion.
So for clarification, is it one person that we're appointing, or is it a small board? I was under the impression that it need to be multiple people.
In the work session, go ahead, David.
ultimately, it needs to be one person but that person probably does need to have some power to mobilize. You know, you may get into a situation where, man, we really need to talk to legal about this. I mean, ultimately, it needs to be one person, but that person probably needs to have some pull to get other people involved when they need to be. They're like, this is a public works issue, or we need engineering to look at this, or whatever.
He'll have the authority to pull in who he needs to pull in.
Correct. That's our recommendation.
That's good. That's fine.
Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next one is the FY 2028 Tidelands application.
Yeah, yes, sir. We discussed that momentarily ago about the grant, under the grant ideas in the mayor's item, but that's what I offered then is basically what's detailed here. Three scope items for $750,000. That's a good number. He actually the mayor spoke with General Spraggins, and he said, yeah, you ask for that.
Motion.
Got a motion?
Second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. David, this is the northwestern bulkhead.
Right, so as you know, and perhaps we may be out of order, but item C is really connected to item D, which is that MOU for the city's grant for the northwestern bulkhead. This is the proposed contract for the design, and it's design services, bidding and negotiation, construction administration, those sorts of things with Overstreet and Associates to do that project for the city.
All right, so we've got a motion to approve the proposed contract for the northwestern bulkhead. Can I get a motion?
Motion.
Second?
Second.
Second, discussion.
Discussion. Mr. Mayor, I noticed that in this, we're looking at a engineering contract, and it delineates in here what the contract is for. It's for things like lump sum basic services and permitting and survey work and inspection and services and doing all that. I noticed that the total amount of all that is $458,500. My question is, this is a $2.5 million grant or project. To me, looking from the outside in, it looks like that might be, David, a little excessive from my perspective. And I'm not inferring here that you're taking advantage of the city. I know this is outside the scope of your normal engineering contract, but help us understand, as a board, we're not bidding this in something of this magnitude. Help us understand why, number one, we're not bidding it, and number two, why is it, like, if my math is correct, 18.34% of the total cost of the project? So if you can help me understand that and make us have an informed decision up here, I'd appreciate it.
Okay, so as far as the no bid, you don't have to, the city is not required to bid professional services. That's a first level look at it. Second level look is the city has actually gone through a competitive selection process for engineering, and you've selected us, and really that's what, that's why this is coming to you in this manner. It's really a descendant of the master services agreement that we have with you guys. If you don't want to do it, that's okay too. That'll be y'all's decision to make, but you're not required to do a competitive selection for professional engineering services, but you have done that. And so this comes under that umbrella. And so that's kind of the thought of why no bid. And then the second element, the 18% total amount, and I hope I'll be able to explain that satisfactorily. We have engineering industry across the board. We have what is often called a fee curve. And it is an industry standard. We've used it on every contract with you guys for as long as I can recall. We have a fee curve, and that fee curve kind of says, hey, if a project is this much, then here's how much percent the basic services ought to be. And we're right on that for this. We're at roughly 10% of this contract value is for engineering, the basic services, which is design, construction administration, and bidding and negotiation. So we're right in the industry standard for our fee. What is a big chunk of it is our construction inspection, which is, and that's roughly $250,000. And that's based on a full-time inspector for 15 months of construction, which tracks with what we're experiencing and how long it takes to build these bulkhead projects. Now, what we always do and always aim to do is, so let me circle back, the hourly fee for construction inspection is an hourly fee. So you don't pay it if we don't do it. And we always try to double dip as much as we can. Right now, we've got one inspector that's working your Jeff Davis Gateway, the Southern Quay, the inner bulkhead, and the FEMA project. So we do our best to double dip, but in the case that that can't happen, we've set up the fee that would allow us to provide a single full-time RPR for construction inspection personnel for that project. And the third item I would.
You only
Go-
charge by the hour, by the yard.
Right, so we charge it as we perform it.
So David, the, is 260,000 is the inspection fee.
Okay, correct.
How did you come up with that number? Just help me understand how that number.
40 hours,
Or so you're backing it to the number of hours you think that is going to occur?
we project that that project will take around 15 months to build.
Okay.
40 hours a week times 15
Okay, so-
months worth of weeks times the hourly rate.
Okay. I just noticed it was kind of 40% of everything. And
Understood.
That's a big chunk. You know?
It is,
Is
and
that necessary to have a full-time inspector?
it would be entirely up to y'all. We definitely recommend you have inspection. We don't always provide full-time inspection because we provide inspection as we need. They're not always, we've got projects that aren't working right now because of the rain and weather. We didn't charge inspection for those projects today. There was no one down there doing any inspection today, if that makes sense. And, it would be difficult on our end to do construction administration on a project without any inspection. I definitely recommend you have some. That's the thing that provides the city's first line of defense to making sure that the contractor is building what's shown on the plans and specifications in the contract documents.
So theoretically, you could, if you needed to, you could have somebody come in twice a week.
Good?
This is the worst-case scenario.
It is.
100%.
And for what it's worth, it's what the grant application was based on. That-
A project this size, I don't think you're overcharging.
I'd like to add this. I appreciate Alderman Jafria's delving into this, but I also appreciate your clarity in breaking that down. And I liken back to the issue we had about 4 months ago with two competitors going back and forth because one claimed the other wasn't getting things inspected. And we don't need to run into that on any of our projects.
And I, like the 7 to 10%, that is standard in most, everything with that's not, but it's good to have somebody there all the time. But when you're talking about, take that out, 30% of the overall amount going to an inspector, and that, if you cut that in half, that's an extra, extra 15% goes into the construction of concrete and wood and project. And I think it's gonna have to be on the contractors a little bit too, your project managers and stuff I just think and I get with all the stuff going down there, definitely makes sense. But as things slow down there, do you need somebody 40 hours a week inspecting with project managers and engineer, everybody else down there?
And I just
5
don't-
days a week seems
And I just don't
a
want,
lot.
yeah, thank you. And I just don't want to have it to where, well, we got the money, it's there, let's spend it. And I harken back to just being physically responsible. And that's the only point that I'm trying to make here. If we can skew or, scale this back a little bit to maybe bring that into more reasonable numbers, I think we've done our job. But to just blanket out and just say, let's just do it, and maybe you'll use less hours and take Patrick's advice,
Can I ask this? So like, if this were to be approved, before we start, could we say like, maybe we only need them half days? That would seem reasonable is that something we can do then?
Do you want, here's a possibility. If y'all are looking to approve this tonight, then you could do that and approve it on the condition that we do an amendment to modify it to 1/2 time instead of full time.
Mm-hmm.
We could do that, or if y'all would rather table, we can make a correction and offer back, whatever feels, good to you guys.
I like that because it gives us some options. It gives us an a la carte, and we can pick and choose what we want to do. And, I just think we're doing due diligence by looking at it that way. I'm not saying, we might go and do it the way we laid it out here, but I think I'd support that. So I'll put this in the form of.
Substitute.
And I-
That's, go ahead, substitute.
And I just kind of look at, like, if I'm building a house and I have $100,000, and you're saying that you're going to have to give somebody $30,000 to stand there and inspect every aspect of it full-time, 5 days a week, I'm not doing that. Sure.
And again, not to belabor the point, but my appreciation of what David is saying, again, I appreciate you guys where you're going with that, but my appreciation of what David's saying is, I think I heard somebody mention worst-case scenario. What I'm afraid of, and I agree that, maybe we need to rein this in a little bit, but I don't want to handcuff anybody as well.
And the thing is, if you give us a little leeway on it, if we are having issues and we do see that somebody does need to be there every day, then they can be.
And also perception, the way it's perceived with the public and with our citizens, I think it would be point on in doing that. And we're not trying to tie you down to anything, and we want a good job there, but if we can give us this option, David, I think we're moving in the right direction with it, and we all feel comfortable.
Agreed.
And pardon me for bringing it up, but I'm sorry.
I think that's what you were elected to do.
Thank you. I appreciate your saying that.
So what does the verbiage, what does, what
Hold
does,
up, Donald's got something to say. Go ahead, Donald.
So just, and I appreciate that, like everybody else is saying, but keep in mind also, by having an inspector on site, kind of saved us with the MICWE funds after the fact, when the government changed the process in the, just keep that in mind when we go forward on this. I just want to throw that statement out there.
And my argument would just be we need to tighten up our process.
Yeah, I like
Fine.
I like
I
the
agree.
halftime too, because there is a lot of, when I'm going down to the harbor and there's the main thing, y'all come in and y'all inspect the cement pours but I would agree, probably halftime would be fine.
Mr. Mayor, I don't know where we are with motions or alternate, but I'm of the opinion maybe we can do an alternate, that we can table this issue until David brings us back some options on this, and then we can make a decision on it.
I'll second that.
So you're gonna redo the drawing up of the contract based on
I'll modify it to one halftime. And like you're observing, that's probably tracks with how it often actually plays out in the real world. So
Good.
it's fine.
That's good. I like that.
So we are going to, is the next meeting appropriate at this time to go?
Yes.
Okay, so
On my end, for sure.
can I get
Joey made a motion to table,
He
and
seconded
I
it.
second.
all right, so we got a substitute motion to table this contract and let the engineer make some adjustments to the contract,
If that's the only adjustment he's making,
but all the numbers are gonna change too, though.
okay.
So we have to have that in the contract.
Gotcha.
So we got a motion, a second to table it. It'll be on the next agenda for the next meeting. All in favor?
aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The last one is the MOU for the Northwest bulkhead.
This really is just housekeeping or business item for you guys to authorize the mayor's execution of this really binding agreement between Mississippi DMR and the city of Long Beach for that Northwestern bulkhead project. It's a Go Mesa grant for $2.5 million.
So moved.
Second.
A motion second, any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Do we have let's see, where we at? Public Works, anything from,
Got nothing to add tonight.
nothing?
Mr. Mayor, can I interrupt while we are under Public Works? I
Yes.
want to just real quick thank Mike and Joe. They did a pretty good job getting crews out over the weekend, last weekend when we had that major rainstorm. They mobilized and got out there, and I just want to publicly thank him.
So, well said. Thank you. We thank you for what you do. All right, Recreation. You're doing a great job on that bus driving. I had comments today saying, and they said, whoever that new bus driver is, he's really good. So you may have found you a new position.
We'd think after all those years of driving, you would leave that behind you.
I had the license, so it worked out pretty well.
Right. All right, so, building office,
Thank you.
we're good. Harbor? He's not. Good. We're good. Community affairs,
No report.
good. Any derelict properties? Nope. Report from the city attorney.
Just that we request executive session for consideration of a potential lease on the west wall of the harbor and an update on annexation litigation.
Can I have a motion? We got a motion?
Second.
Second, all in favor? Aye. All opposed, motion carries. get out of here. Can you wait just a minute? Or you gotta go
Can't
right
wait.
now?
Look at him.
All right,
He's-
hurry.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Motion to allow the city attorney to respond to the lease with our negotiations.
Is that,
Second.
is that ample enough?
Yes,
All right,
so to
we
make
got a motion.
revisions.
Make revisions.
Bring it back to the board.
Yeah, to implement, yeah, okay, so we got that motion, got a second.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed, motion carries. I think you, I mean, it doesn't
Okay.
matter if you're here or not, as long as you're being called.
Okay.
All right, so, anything else?
I do have one question. Have you had a chance to go over the container ordinances we sent you to combine them, the shipping container?
I don't know, Timmy, as I'm sitting here right now, I got
We'll save that for another day.
percentages running through my head, I'm sorry. I can't tell you right now.
Good.
I'll call you though.
I'm going to. Guys, I'd like to make a motion that we close in, tonight in honor of Mr. Phil Keys. I read on Facebook that he passed here recently. Phil was a longtime member of our Harbor Commission.
Yep.
And very involved in the city. And out of respect to him and his service to the city, I ask that we close in his honor.
I'll second that.
We got a motion, got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, motion carries.
Just for all of y'all, we are accepting donations through the city to the dog park in honor of him. So you may see that in his obituary. People
Okay.
may be giving the city money to be able to do upgrades at the dog park.
Oh, and one other thing before we leave. Are we still feeding those people that are coming?
I would like to, but I
All
don't.
right, so here's where we're at. We've got these, what are they called? The
The
beauty?
Fish and Rodeo Princesses.
Yeah, they want to come to Long Beach, hear about our town and this and that. And ordinarily, we purchase their meal, whether it be,
They've never come to Long Beach ever.
yeah, but everywhere else they go, the city pays for the meal.
They sponsor it, yeah.
It
How
could
much we
be-
talking, where are we talking?
It could be Subway.
We were bouncing around ideas. We could get the police department to grill some hamburgers and hot dogs. We could do it at the
I'll
town
make a
green.
I'll
We
personally
could
make a
go to
donation.
Bulls. I mean, there's so many different options.
And if I was just gonna do it, it was gonna be Subway sandwiches in the
No, we don't
office.
need to give 'em
But so, okay, so just keep that in mind, Courtney.
I'll
Make sure we
get with
email
you.
out the details. And, I mean, it's not mandatory, but it sure would be nice, because I'm gonna cover the Delta,
Yes,
so.
because I haven't responded back to
And
them.
every other city does it.
It's,
Correct.
it's to me, it's embarrassing that the city can't pick up this tax.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Well, the reason we can't is because I did ask. We have a budget for that, for business promotion, but it doesn't benefit the entire community as a whole, so we can't
Sure
use
it
it.
does, because we got a young lady representing Long Beach at the radio, so it's benefiting.
I tried.
So she'll send out the information, check into what, all right, we got our attorney
legal
right here. Steve?
Mr. Simpson, wake up.
I'm sorry, I was responding to.
How many is
Okay.
it?
Every year, we have what's called the Mississippi Deep Sea Fish and Rodeo. Each city selects an individual to represent their city for a pageant. We selected a young girl. I sent her an email saying that she was selected. Well, the organizer emailed back and asked, would Long Beach be willing to give the girls a tour of the city, go into a few businesses, give a tour of City Hall, the mayor speak, and offer lunch.
How many people is it?
It's, I think,
About
16, yeah.
At 20.
And so I asked if we were allowed to use our business retention budget to pay for lunch for the girls. And they said that since it doesn't benefit the city as a whole, we can't use the taxpayers for a small group. Which, I mean, it makes sense. So that's when we were starting to bounce around ideas to take sponsorships.
It's promotion of the city, very much like Cruising the Coast promotes it, Jeeping the Coast. Those are all promotions that bring people and the image of the city into the public light, so I would say you can.
I can, okay. All right. So then I guess if y'all are okay with it, I'll just put it on the next agenda.
Okay. Do we have the minutes from the previous agenda, previous meeting?
Did you not get it in your
I
packet?
didn't get it.
Oh. I have it. You want this copy?
Do you want me to
Tim,
sign them?
Tim,
Oh, those, yes,
we can
yes.
do it.
Oh, so we can do it.
So,
All right, good.
were you gonna buy them a foot long or just give them the
I don't know, we may do something different.
Hell is going on?
All right. Hey, whoa. We got to vote on this because it's going to be,
No, he
I
didn't
hadn't
gavel us.
gavelled it yet.
He didn't gavel us.
He did, but it was just to get Steve's attention.
I didn't say adjourn.
Yeah, we didn't vote on it.
All right, so can I have based on our attorney's opinion, that we can
I would make,
I
fund,
make the motion that we cater bulls, for them.
all right,
But the young ladies representing the fishing rodeo.
Yes.
I'll second his motion.
we got a motion, a second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Perfect, thank y'all.
Now,
to adjourn.
can I have a motion to adjourn?
In Phil Key's honor.
In Phil Key's honor. Yep. We got a motion, second. All in favor? Aye. We're done.